and welcome to glennzb TV, the show that puts glennzb into your virtual headset. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world, and the world to New Zealand. Did you hear that? That can't be normal, surely. So, how many bushes are there? They just keep popping up like bushes. Because, obviously some of them have popped off. That one's gone now. That one's still about the place. This one, do you remember that one? Come on. It took me quite a while to figure out that his name was Jeb and not Jed. That was weird. Anyway, he was dispatched with in the last election. Maybe he'll be back next year for 2020, who knows. And then talking about that first one dying is this one, who's another son of his, apparently. His name's Neil. Did we know there was a Neil? They just keep coming, these bushes. I've got to pay more attention. More attention to things, serious issues. Like the insects. They're really starting to make their presence felt now. Because once again, the old marmorated brown stink bug. There it is. Look at the size of it. It's now delaying the delivery of Wellington's new double-decker bus fleet. 6 mana vehicles and 17 NZ bus vehicles were meant to be operational this month. That's been pushed out to January and February now. Because of the marmorated stink bug. The brown marmorated stink bug. The ships have to be fumigated. Buses have to be checked for it. I don't know what do they actually... They don't actually... They just like hanging out in cars and trucks and buses, these bugs. It seems such a weird situation. I guess we don't want the bugs. They don't seem to do they actually do anything to the vehicles? Like, are they eating the upholstery? What are they... It's really weird. We only sort of hear about them in car shipments. No other... I don't know what's happening. Anyway, they're bringing New Zealand to a standstill already, the insects. Who knows how many countries do they have to freeze with their public transport before we start taking notice, people? Wake up. So our latest That's Not Santa file now, of course, we've got the Nelson Santa who is not wearing a hat, doesn't have a white beard and moustache, was wearing some kind of Hawaiian shirt. It was almost like he'd carjacked or sleighjacked Santa's sleigh, this guy. I'm not racial profiling or anything, I'm just saying the wrong guy was in the sleigh. But as I've said last week when there was all the discombobulation about having a lady Santa, and people were saying, well, you can't have a lady Santa because Santa is a man. Santa isn't anything. He's made up. He's not a real thing. So I don't know how worried you can really get about something that isn't real. Finally, so I got a new mailbox for my birthday. You may recall I complained about how horrendous my mailbox was at my new house, because apart from anything else, it filled up with water every time it rained. So received a lovely flash new mailbox, incredible thing, and so I thought, I'll put it up yesterday. How long could that possibly take? Well, first you got to take the old one out and the old post out, which was concreted in. So I think that might be when the blister happened there, and then took the skin off that bit there. That was, and then you have to dig a hole, and then you've got the quick drying cement, which is always a nerve-wracking experience, and then trying to keep everything level, and then somebody comes home and says, "Are you sure that's level? It looks crooked." And I should have got a man in, or a woman. Or a Santa. Anyway, it's there now. I would have taken a picture and then I realised, then you'd know what my address is. I don't know why that's a problem. I am glennzb. A weird ending to glennzb TV, but thank you so much for having me in your virtual headset. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more.